Hello, ladies and unicorns. Welcome to Toon Z. Listen, I know Halloween was like a month ago, but I'm gonna make this video anyway. I'll do a Christmas video later. A few years ago, my mom told me that there was gonna be a Halloween party down at the church. This isn't really a religious video, it's more about what happened there. My mom told me to make a Halloween costume, so I did. I decided to be my all-time favorite video game character, Link from The Legend of Zelda. If you play video games, you've probably heard of it, but if you don't, you probably haven't. The costume was made with 2 belts, a green shirt with short sleeves, an undershirt with long sleeves, 2 arm thingies. I also made paper elf ears, but they kept falling off. Probably because I taped them directly to my skin with Scotch tape. You know what, this could go on forever. I'm just gonna skip to the next part. We drove down to the church, walked in the door, and then I looked around, and I couldn't really see anybody wearing costumes, so I was thinking, okay, well, I'm sure there are probably people wearing costumes in the next room. So I went into the room where the party was held, and then I realized I was the only person wearing a costume. Well, there were 2 other guys, but their costumes didn't go into much detail. It wouldn't have been as embarrassing if I had just worn a mask or something, but I looked like I just walked out of Comic-Con. I could hear people giggling. I thought this was church. Thou shalt not laugh at someone else's Halloween costume. That's a commandment, right? After a few seconds, I sat down to make myself a little less noticeable. The row of chairs I sat in was empty, just how I liked it. No pesky humans. This was my chair kingdom. Shortly later, the chair kingdom was invaded by some girl. But she did not just invade the chair kingdom. She chose to sit right next to the throne. Hey, I'm the king of this chair castle. I didn't actually say that. The reality of the situation was I just sat there awkwardly. But I was thinking something like that. Anyway, she starts talking and says,
I like your costume. You're Peter Pan, right?
Wait, come to think of it, Link kinda does look like Peter Pan. Oh, sorry, I'm drifting away from the actual story. Then she says, hey, you should compete in the costume contest. Apparently there was a costume contest, but there were only about 2 other people competing. And then she gets up and says, this boy wants to compete in the costume contest. Eventually, she got people to cheer for me to go compete in the stupid costume contest. If you don't know, people cheering for you is an introvert's worst nightmare. But I just sat like a rock through the whole thing. That's pretty much what I do in every social situation. I'm making this story way longer than it needs to be. Anyway, they cheered, I didn't go up, blah blah blah, the end. Probably wasn't actually as bad as I described it. And then we just went home. Now that I look back on it, I kinda wish I had competed. Cause if I won, I would have gotten this big bucket of candy. Hey, if anyone's watching, I'd like to know if you would rather vote for Link or the banana in the costume contest. I'd also like to know what you think about the animated story videos thing. And subscribe, or I'm going to die. My life is in your hands now. Goodbye.